Fellas, this anime made me unbelievably angry, and if I have to suffer, so do you. Welcome back to the Void Cafe. I'm Yost the Cameraman. Be sure to comment what kind of coffee you like, and let's see what we got going on today. Long ago, in the year 2020, a time long past, before the world knew that Donald Trump would get elected a second time. Back when the world had 2% more color, and your father was marking his 15th year of being out of your life. Japan. Jesus fucking, there was like a whole dude with a leaf blower that just walked right up to my fucking door. Japan, for a moment, new peace. Ayumu Muto, or Dumbass for short, had just finished her track meet, set to go pro in just a few years. And that's when it happened. Earthquake! You dead, and you dead, and you dead, and this is a very fucked up situation. Upon waking from the earthquake, she finds all of her friends Omega Schmega dead. She escapes from the rubble, only to find that her entire world is warped. Buildings crumbled over, hundreds of people screaming in the distance as she fights for her way to get home. And by fights, I mean she took a nice stroll on the sidewalk. There's no rubble, shrapnel, or glass or anything that'll make that trek harder, because that'll be fucking ridiculous. She also has a very severe cut on her leg, and she's never gonna wrap that shit, even though she very well could. She could just rip off a bit of her clothing and then just wrap that shit, but no, she's never gonna do that. Don't even question it, don't worry about it. It's gonna come back to bite her in the ass later. Anyway, after worrying about finding her family in all this rubble, she immediately finds her family in all of this rubble. And here is where we're introduced to the smartest character in the series. Her father. Oh, and also this guy. He runs and stuff. Also, her little brother survived or whatever. Yay. All right, fuck you. Shut up. Oh yeah, and the mother shows up here too. I'm not even gonna bother explaining this. So off they go, journeying to, I guess, escape Japan, or at least find some bit of it that's actually floating where they can survive. And admittedly, for the first few episodes, it's actually okay. I get to spend time with these characters and learn about them and how inhumanly they talk to each other. The father even teaches a lesson on how to dig for yams. I guess you could say that blew up in his face. Thank you. I'll be out the salad bar. Now is a good time to mention that characters in this anime die in very, very stupid and funny ways. Like this one. Oh shit. I called a leg. And here's the thing, fellas. Throughout this time watching my anime, it was up, down, and then down, and then I was just done. There's about 2 grape attempt scenes, which have no significance to the plot whatsoever, and I have no idea why it was in there. Very tasteless. In the middle of the entire story, there's just like this very big-ass horse pill that you have to swallow, and that horse pill being this old man. See, this old dusty bastard is probably like dementia-ridden or something, I don't know, but he believes that his family or like his granddaughter or son is like in this cult camp, so they go there in hopes of refuge. Also, there's Gojo. Anyway, on the way there, they meet this stupid fucking British guy who makes his eyes big for some reason, and also his ears sometimes, and I really don't know why he's here. Majority of the time, this guy's on screen is genuinely just annoying. And just so I'm not shitting on this anime the entire time, I do want to talk about some things that I really think this anime does right. And that is handling loss, and how different people go through it in different ways. When the father died to a highly explosive yam, each of the characters reacted in shock, because naturally, you know, who the fuck wouldn't? I'm not gonna show it, but his body parts literally went flying all over the area. That shit would obviously be a traumatizing experience for literally anybody. It's a very situationally subtle thing, but I realized a little bit deeper into the anime, specifically in the cult sub-arc, that dumbass over here reacted in a way that was completely natural for a child. She lashed out, got angry, made stupid decisions on the fly just to try and make herself feel better, all while the mother was staying calm and keeping it cool. And when they take the time to sit down and actually talk about it, you know, the father dying from a rogue explosive yam attack, they actually start making sense. I thought it was a tad bit stupid how she wasn't showing any emotion, but that's not because she didn't feel it, it's because somebody had to keep the ground. With the kind of situation that they're in, they can just slip, fall, and die at any moment. Everybody can't just freak out in that scenario. And I think I would rather take it like this rather than like a normal anime scenario, you know what I'm saying? Where characters will freak out in that moment and then afterwards just forget about it. It's a very real way of emotionally handling your characters, and I gotta respect the anime for that. Anyway, back to massively criticizing this stupid, senile, druggy jackass bitch. This man took us on a what, 3 or 4 episode little mini arc in the middle of the goddamn series, which mind you, probably was the most boring fucking experience I think I've ever had watching an anime. Just for it to be what he came there for was never actually there. See, he was searching for his granddaughter. His granddaughter has been missing for years, and he was hoping that she was at the camp. He saw this little boy who looked nothing like her, and he was like, yup, that's them. And then he just started shooting people. Listen, I know this is a story about survival, alright, and the things that people do in it, but what the actual hell was the point of this entire little subplot? What is the purpose of this? What does it teach me? What does it show me? What significance does this hold to the rest of the story? And the answer to that is literally none. Now granted, there's only about one person that they meet in this arc that has literally any significance, but unfortunately he's been potato-fied and can only talk in Morse code. He's the guy that predicted that Japan was gonna sink. The cult area had an earthquake and everybody escaped, except for the old man and the British guy. Now from here, the anime gets absolutely dog shit, and you'll understand my descent into madness. You see this? This is a cool thing called a boat, but there are racists on this boat, so now it's a racist boat. It's racist because only Japanese people can ride that boat, and our characters can't ride that that boat because they're not only Japanese. They're not letting kids on there either, so it's really just fucked up. And this is another guy with boat. He no racist though, so he good. Everybody goes on racist guy boat. Both boats go off to sea, but a racist boat filled with stupid dum-dum heads and racist boat explode. Explosion causes shrapnel. Shrapnel go into no racist boat sinks too, and dumbass and her little brother are left on a floaty. Now, do you see this? All right, do you see the way this boat's flipping? Okay, there's no way anybody could have survived this. I'm gonna say this again. There's no way that anybody could have survived this. And the fact that they did is bullshit. The kids and the captain get separated from their mom. The captain dies and gets eaten by a fucking shark. The kids are left out for a few days, stranded in the middle of the fucking ocean. They catch a bird to try and cut some fish. The bird cuts a hole in the floaty. Stay with me now. Somehow with water filling up the entire goddamn floaty, the small hole in the raft, even though that bitch should be filling up with water, is patched and all the water's gone and also all the air is still in the fucking raft. Somehow they used an extra little bit of tape that they just so happen to have on them to save themselves. Tape that's still sticky enough to stay as it is underwater, which is not unprecedented, but stay with me now. Fuck you. And this is where I started to get violently angry. This is where the bullshit really starts flowing in. The dad returns, gets on the floaty, and hugs the kids. But cameraman, I thought the dad died. He did. That was an hallucination. They're fucking crazy. But they snap out of it for a bit to shoot a flare up in the air in the middle of the ocean, by the way. They shoot a flare up in the air. And guess who comes up? The mother and the guy who runs. See, when I watched this, I thought that was another hallucination, because there's literally no way you could have survived that. I call absolute and a straight and utter bullshit. But no. She was real, and this is stupid. That boat flipped completely over, and in those kinds of waves, nobody would be able to get out. I don't even know how the hell your kids got out of that situation. You're telling me you survived those rough waves on a fucking regular wooden-ass boat just by rowing? Are you fucking kidding me? With that kind of logic, I suppose I could just stretch my fucking nutsack into a wingsuit and start flying around like a goddamn squirrel. And by the way, Gojo's not here right now. We're gonna get to that son of a bitch. But I'm not done with you yet. It's in the middle of the ocean, and you're telling me you saw a fucking flare? You're telling me you are not only looking in the right direction, but you just so happen to be in the exact same area that will require you to see that flare. The way that my ass is being stretched right now, I'm telling you a raccoon can move in and make a down payment on a fucking mortgage. So they tie the boat to the floaty, and then they start rowing in another direction. And you wanna know what they fucking find? They find a speedboat in the middle of the fucking ocean. It's not now, she's definitely near it. Such a, let me walk away from my fuck. Nah, I'm right here, fuck you. She swims down, whatever. She drowns and dies. Bro, what the fuck? You didn't even need to, if you wanted to. Oh my God, son, bro, I was being sarcastic, nigga, damn. Bro, I shit you not, I said to my friends, I said, hey, if they find a floating fridge, okay, and they find some fucking food, all right, go ahead and shoot me in the back of the head, bro. Bro, I'm so dead. Like, I got a hitman now for the free. Like, fuck, nigga, they found water, vegetables, pineapple, you fucking name it, bro. They can probably find a whole goddamn Domino's in the water with some fresh pizza in it. Fuck! And I need to understand, I was already so fucking angry, bro. I was already so let me get out this bathroom, bro. I was so mad. So the gas runs out on the boat. I'm like, okay, there's no way out of this. They finally in one of those situations where you won't be able to get an ex-machina out of there. Okay, bet. Okay, we might see some story again. Gojo pulls up with a fucking military tank boat. Where did he get that? This man does not explain this shit at all. And I ain't gonna lie to you. From the moment he pulled up with that boat, I checked out. Man, they started robbing for some reason. This nigga died. This nigga almost died before that. Gojo flies off and calls a helicopter and boom. That's it. Cool. Fuck you. Oh, by the way, you remember that cut that I mentioned at the very beginning of this? The one that she never wrapped and let get infected? Yeah, no, that spread to the bone and now her leg had to be amputated. Mind you, a perfectly avoidable situation. Now she's in the hospital listening to her dead-ass family members who died in stupid-ass ways, and you expect me to feel bad about it? You expect me to feel anything for this character or anybody in the show? Bro, half of this shit was avoidable. If the dad was more aware, he would have lived. The girl who got gassed, you know what? Skill issue. Old guy, British guy, fuck him. The mother could have floated into one of the sun rays, charged her shit up, and then figure out something to do from there. This guy could have survived if he just held on to the side. The tide only took him because he was standing straight up. And goddamn it, your leg didn't have to be amputated if you simply just treated the fucking wound. The only two people in this anime who actually thought worth the damn was the father and the brother. It's a natural disaster, but that doesn't mean all of this is just not avoidable. And I don't really care if the situation will make you think irrationally. Fuck you for trying to make me feel bad for people who are actually just fucking stupid. Listen, I want to say it's the worst anime that I've ever seen, but by God, it's up there. Animation's beautiful though. Pretty sure it's the same company who made Devilman Crybaby, and I absolutely love that anime. But the animation does not save it. 3 out of 10. Like, subscribe, and smile for the cameraman.